Hey guys, I am Hope and we are currently on week 1, day 2 of our second trimester program. Now you can pick this up at any point in your second trimester. You don't even have to be pregnant to be doing this program, but it is designed for pregnant women. So keeping some specific things in mind, not too much on our back, not too much or any rotation throughout this one. It's designed to help build our strength, but also build our core and keep our pelvic floor strong and mobile as we move throughout these movements. So today what we have are 3 different blocks. Our first one is gonna be full body strength, as well as our second one. Our third one is more glute and core focused with this one. So you're going to need a pair of heavier dumbbells and medium dumbbells just as options for you to go through today. It's always just good to have those there. You can always change it as you go, hit that pause button and do what you need to do. So our first 3 movements that we have today, it's gonna be 60 seconds of work, with half of that being a hold variation. I'll show you what I mean when we get there. And then 30 seconds of rest. So a bit longer, more endurance focused with our first block. And then it will change as we go. So the 2 movements that you need to be mindful of today at the top of this one, our first one is a squat. So a full squat to press, full squat to press. And then your second move, you're gonna be doing a sumo deadlift. So toes are pointed out, weights are in front of you. You're gonna push your knees out as you hinge down and back, okay? We're gonna start that first block, that squat to press. Get those feet shoulder width apart. Weights come to your shoulders. And again, follow me as we go. We got some surprises. So use that full squat. Explosively press up as you go when you're at the top. All right, option 2, I always try to give modifications. You can do the squat, stand it up, and then do the press here. All right, we got some surprises in this one though. We're gonna do some isometric holds. So in 3 seconds, I want you to bring the weights down to your side and we're gonna just hold the squat. We're gonna hold it for 15 seconds. And then I got another surprise for you in 15 seconds. So hold it here, sit down and back, down and back. You have 5, 3, 2, 1, and then stand it up. And I want you to just reach up. So keeping arms in line with your shoulders, and you're just holding here, just holding. You have 3, 2, and 1. Second move, we have that sumo deadlift. We have 30 seconds to recover. And I did not mention, we're only doing this 3 times through today. So we are halfway through block 1 with this one. I want you to take a nice wide stance like a sumo wrestler, hence sumo deadlift. Weights are gonna come in front of you. You can use one weight for this as well if you need, but let's begin right here. So push down and open up those knees as you go. You're never gonna fully stand up. You're gonna keep in that tension. Good. And just like our first block, I got a surprise for you with some isometrics. Really helps those muscles burn and increase that tension. Perfect. Good, I want you to drop the weights on your next rep. And then we're gonna get as low as we can. I want you to just hold this sumo position and just rock it out. This is more of a stretch than just an isometric hold, but I want you to open up your hips, chest up, and breathe. You got about 10 seconds here. Hold it. And if you can't go down super far, don't stress. You got 3, 2, and 1. Breathe. Okay, that is round 1 of 3 of this first block of movements, okay? We are gonna start in about 20 seconds with that squat to press again. Remember, we got that full range. We're gonna ISO hold and then ISO hold at the top. Okay, 10 seconds until we begin. Good, weights come to your side, feet shoulder width apart. We start in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Squat it down. Ooh, I added a curl. Let's keep it at the top. I mean, you can add a curl if you want. Good. And again, big thing with a squat, we're sitting down and back. Try to not let your knees go over your toes in this one. Perfect. 10 seconds, and then we go into our isos. Ooh, good. And bring it down. Again, we're holding with those weights, kind of counterbalancing here. Good. Squeeze. Perfect. Get ready to stand it up. Right here, bring it up, hold. Squeeze. Stabilize those shoulders. If they're shaking, embrace it. You got it. You have 3, 2, and lower it down. If you need to drop those weights at all, feel free to drop them. We got those sumo deadlifts again. Option to either increase weight or decrease. You can always remove a dumbbell if you want. If you don't have an option for heavier weights, you can always slow your tempo down as well. We're gonna start in less than 10 seconds, so get yourself ready. Grab those weights. Nice wide stance, and begin. Go down and back. Good. So I think about pressing my knees out wide, like you're opening up. Good. Beautiful. Steady. Getting our outer glutes a lot here. Inner thighs. Good. Got 5 seconds. And then we're gonna drop our weights right here. Safely, of course. And then when you're ready, we're gonna drop down as low as you're able to, and then just stretch it out side to side. Good, and if you just wanna hold, just hold. You got 15 seconds. Do what you need to do. Heels stay on the ground. Focus. Ooh, you got 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more of each. Squat to press, hold, hold. Sumo deadlift, hold, okay? We have about 20 seconds until we do just that. Last chance to change anything weight-wise, tempo-wise, choose your own adventure, but whatever you're choosing, make sure you commit to it along the way, okay? Grab those weights, bring them up to your shoulders. Unless you enjoyed that curl on the last one, you can do that too. That's good. Good. Big squat. Powerful press. Ooh. You got about 20 seconds here until we add that spice in. Perfect. Breathe through it. You have 5, 3, 2, and 1. Weights come to the side as low as you're able to. You can also drop the weights if you need to on this part. Good, sit it down and back. Fight it. 10 in. Get ready, we bring it up in 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up, up, hold. Good. Keep that pelvis tucked underneath you as you hold, big reach. So no arched back, bring it under. 3, 2, and 1. One more, and then we get a little moment for a water break if you would like to take one, which I would encourage if you're able to. All right, we're gonna start in about 15 seconds. Last time with our sumo deadlift and then sumo holds. All right, nice wide stance again, toes out at that 45-degree angle. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Drop it down, bring it up. Woo. Again, try not to go fast on these. I want you to think about controlling the movement all the way. Good. So even though our knees are going out or bending, we're still pushing those hips back. Less than 10. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the weights. Get into that hold. Breathe, rock it out. Again, whatever you need to do. Help stretch out those hips. Keep them open. Good. Try to stay steady for a second and just hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, that was our longest circuit we're gonna go through. It gets a little bit quicker as we go. So take some water if you need. Our next block, we are gonna change our timing a little bit. It's gonna be 40 seconds of work to 20 seconds of rest. So a little bit quicker with some different movements here. So our first movement, I'm gonna use my lighter weights for this one still. We're gonna be on the ground. We're gonna have our weights in front of us, alternating press on our knees. So we're gonna punch up, alternating one at a time. That's move number 1. Move number 2, you're gonna get into a push-up position. We're not doing push-ups, but we're gonna stabilize through this movement. So hands come in front of you, hips come forward. You can be on your knees or your toes. So we're gonna start here, and then you're gonna walk out. One hand, back and back, and then the other side. So just controlling that core as you go, keeping your hips pushed forward. And then movement number 3, we are on our back as safely as you can. We're gonna start on our back and then lift your hips up. So do not worry. You're gonna lift up, have that weight over your head, pull, and then bring it up. So control it all the way and then lift. Okay, those are our 3 moves. 40 seconds on, 20 seconds of rest. I'm gonna give us about 30 more seconds to recover so you can get ready. Make sure you have the space to move the way you want to. And I'll give modifications on the way. If being on your back doesn't feel good or that transition is too quick, I'll show you an option as we go. It's gonna be on your knees. So either way, make sure you have all your goods that you need. We are gonna be on our knees. Grab those medium weights for this first one. Again, 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. Let's bring it up. Alternating Arnold press begins right here. So you're rotating as you are punching. So my hand is facing my chest and then facing away. Facing my chest, then facing away. Good. And just like with that overhead hold, make sure you're not arching your lower back, but tucking your hips underneath you. Beautiful. You got about 10 seconds here. Option to always slow it down or take a breather if you need to. Let's go one more rep. And then you rest. Put those weights to the side so they're not in your way. You have about 15 seconds. Again, we are gonna be in a push-up position, knees or toes, whatever feels best for you here. We are walking our hands out and stabilizing as we go. Get those hands in position, hips forward, and let's go. So we're gonna walk out, and then back to center, and then the other side. And then if the rotation feels too much, I want you to just walk out and then in, out and then in. So those are your 2 choices here. Either way, core is staying strong with whatever you choose. Both are great. You don't have to go super far outside your body for that to be a challenge. Perfect. You got 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Our last movement, when I demoed it, I was on my back, pulling over. Your modification option, you are on your knees, you're leaning forward, and then bringing it up all the way, and then back down. So that is your second option. Whichever one you choose, let's begin now. I'll start here. Let's pull it over and then control all the way down. This is getting our back, shoulders, and core all at once. Good. Perfect. Keep those glutes engaged to help stabilize. More than halfway there. Amazing work. Good. Let's go one more. Good. Last one. And you rest. Shake out your arms. This is all upper body in this block. If you did not realize, mostly lower body in the first one. This is mostly upper body. All right, we're gonna start in 10 seconds. Back to those Arnold presses. Shake it out. I need it. Let's grab those weights, bring them up, and let's get it. Big punch. Good. Again, rotate, punch the ceiling. Nice, strong, intentional reps. Always intentional. I don't want you just flinging through these and not being challenged. If you're not challenged, go up in weight. That's always the best thing to do. If you don't have that option, you slow down the tempo. You create that tension with your work. Good. Got 10 seconds here. Perfect. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's put those weights, or one of the weights, to the side. I'm gonna keep one close by so I have a good transition throughout the next one. We got that walking push-up. Choose whatever variation you want. You can also just stay here too, okay? Let's bring those hands forward, hips forward, and let's go. Walk out, 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 and in. Good. Out, in, out, and in. Or you can go here. Just make sure you don't go too far. Good. Like an inch or so outside of your shoulders. Good. Stay with it. Keep those hips forward. They're probably trying to push up. Fight it. Good. And rest. I'm going on my back, but my hips are going to come up. Got 15 seconds. Adjust. Good. Grab that weight. I'm laying down. Grab that weight. Hips come up. And then we move. Let's go. Good. Slow and controlled. We move that weight until you feel it hit the floor. Keep your hips up. Good. Yep. Slow, 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 slow. Fight gravity on this move. Again, remember, you have the option to do this on your knees too, if that feels better for you. You got about 15 seconds left in this one. So solid. Good. You got 3, 2, and 1. Okay, one more round of those movements. And then we have a bit of a core, pelvic floor, glute finisher. And then we stretch, and then you're done, okay? Let's grab those weights that you've been using for your Arnold press. You begin last time in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Nice strong presses. Good, stay with it. I'll show you from this side too. When I mean don't compensate with your back, don't do this. Don't push forward, tuck it in. Good. Try to keep your arms punching right above your shoulders. You are almost there. You're over that halfway point with this interval. You're way over that halfway point with your entire workout. You're doing great. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One weight goes to the side, the other one stays accessible to you, whatever's going to work best for you. We're gonna go into those push-ups or push-up holds. I really enjoy just the neutral out and in. So that's what I'm gonna stay with on this last block, okay? Let's push those hips forward and let's walk it out. So with this move too, outside of just not having your hips up and back, I want you to think about not letting them rock side to side. Okay? Great job. Keep it forward. Hands are right underneath your shoulders as best you can. Good. Ooh, you are so close. So close. Finish line is on the other side of our next block. You got 3, 2, and 1. Last time with our pullover, working our back, core, hips, glutes, all in one. Many things getting worked here. And we love that. We love working multiple muscles at once. All right, slow and controlled down. That was not graceful, but we have fun with it. All right, let's lift those hips up. Weight goes up. Let's begin. Good. Again, fight gravity. You'll feel it when you're like halfway through and you want to like drop that weight. That is when it matters to control it the most. Hang on to it. Woo. 15 seconds, come on. Stay with it. Drawing your navel into your spine, getting those transverse abs engaged, wrapping all the way around. You got 3, 2, and 1. Roll to your side, get up safely. We have one more block and that's it. And you don't need weights for it unless you really want to add them in. I'll explain how you can do that in a second, but we're mainly going to work our glutes. That's going to affect our abs. We've really gotten a lot of ab work throughout this movement today. While we are doing things like deadlifts and stabilizing, it all activates our core. So just keep that in mind. You don't need to be doing crunches, all that good kind of stuff to get your core. So our moves that we're going to flow through on this last one, we're going to be doing 3 different moves, like I said. We have a move called a hip burner. You can have your hand wherever you would like, legs extended all the way out. We're gonna lift and lower, okay? So touching the side of our core, our glutes, the outside of our leg. Then you're gonna roll on to your back. Hands can be, again, wherever you want, on the ground, behind your head, wherever. But we're gonna lift up for hip lifts. And then you're going to do hip burners on the other side. Now, we're not gonna be doing a timed interval. We're gonna be doing what's called an AMRAP, which we do use time for, but not in the same way. We are gonna be doing a 4-minute long AMRAP. You're gonna be doing as many rounds as possible of these moves. So what I want you to do is 10 reps of your hip burners on your right, 10 hip lifts, and then 10 hip burners on your other side. We're gonna do this as many times through until our 4 minutes are up. So I'll remind you of what that means as we go. Don't be stressed if you're like, that made no sense. It will as we go, I promise. All you need to know right now is that we're gonna start in about 10 seconds. We have 4 minutes of work, then we stretch, okay? So I want you to lay on whatever side is easiest for you right now. Hands can be wherever feels best, and let's begin. So you're counting in your head your 10 reps. And then once you've done 10 of these, you do 10 hip burners, 10 hip lifts, and then 10 hip burners on the other side. Good. And rest. Be on your back. And when you're ready, you get 10 of these in. Perfect. Sometimes I lose track of counting as I go. But we're going for a higher volume for endurance on these. Beautiful. And then we go for the other side. I'm gonna switch around just so you can see me, but you can just roll on over to the other side. Okay, let's lift up. Perfect. If you ever need to break during this, you can, but I want you to try to stay as continuous as you can, as best as you can as well. Good job. Perfect, and then you repeat it. Again, AMRAP, it's an acronym, as many rounds as possible. So that's what we're going for. As many of these as you can get in. Right now, I want you to take a peek once you have finished your first round. See how much time is left and be like, okay, I can get one more, I can get two more full blocks in, okay? We are over 90 seconds into our 4 minutes. Doing great. Whew. Try to keep everything in line. It's really easy to start to kick forward with these hip burners. So just be mindful of that. You have 2 minutes left. Good. And again, intentional reps. Don't just be flinging your legs up. Don't be just flinging your hips up. There's purpose behind each and every one. Good. Make sure you're getting both sides. Keep it up. Good. And if you get to a point where the rep count feels too high or too low, you can always change it to a different rep range that's gonna work better for you. So if 5-5-5 works better, if 15s work better, do that and challenge yourself in that way or modify in that way too. All right. You have about 1 minute left wherever you are. I want you to stay in the work and finish out strong, especially since there's 1 minute left. If you need to change it now. Good. Woo. Good. I'm on my back last time. Hip lifts happening. Amazing. I think I can do it. I think I can get 3 rounds in. If you're there with me, stay with it. You have 30 seconds left before we stretch. Good. Whoop, whoop. Lay it back. 20 seconds. Stay with it. 15. Good, I sped that up, but I'm gonna end with my 3 rounds. So there's 10 seconds left in this. Make sure you stay with it wherever you're at. Finish strong. You have 3, 2, and 1. Your 4-minute AMRAP is done. So let's stretch, shall we? We got a couple of minutes, so we're gonna take the time to do just that. Again, if you're in the middle of your AMRAP still and you wanna finish out your round, please take a second and do just that. Let's stretch out our hips though. They just worked very hard for you, so we're gonna give them some extra love back. I want us to go into a 90-90, so both of your feet are going in the same direction. You can have your hands stabilizing you if you need, or your hands can be out in front of you as well, if that works better for you. But either way, we're gonna rotate from wherever you're at. Good. And it might feel a bit spicier in like a good way, or you enjoy the stretch on one side more than the other. Always feel free to hold a little bit longer there if that's for you. Good. Otherwise, you can keep it moving. Good. And then I want you to bring it into tabletop. So hands are right underneath your shoulders, knees right underneath your hips. Press everything away. And then scoop everything up. Good. Everything away. And then scoop everything up. I want you to sit it back in child's pose and hold here. While you're holding, if you have never taken a video class with me, I always like to end my sessions with a prayer. So if that's for you, beautiful. If not, I hope you have a great rest of your day. Keep holding this position. But I'm gonna pray as we hold. We just want to thank you, Jesus, for always the ability to move our bodies, but most importantly, for who you are, God. I ask that we stay focused on you today and what you have for us. Let us not be distracted by tactics of the enemy that come to our mind, but let's stay focused on you and the promises that you have for us and our families. We just thank you for everything, God. In your name we pray. Amen. Let it go or stay there as long as you need. That's all I have for you today. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you very, very soon. Bye.